Neptune, sovereign of the seas and master of the deep. Neptune, known as the god of the sea in Roman mythology, was one of the principal deities of the ancient Roman pantheon. He was the brother of Jupiter, the king of the gods, and Pluto, the god of the underworld. Neptune's role as the ruler of the oceans and waters made him a powerful and respected figure in Roman belief, similar to his Greek counterpart, Poseidon. According to myth, Neptune was born to Saturn and Ops, making him one of the Olympian gods. He and his brothers divided the world after the defeat of their father, Saturn. Jupiter took the sky, Pluto claimed the underworld, and Neptune, with his mighty trident, became the lord of the seas. His dominions stretched over all bodies of water, from the vast oceans to rivers and lakes, and he could summon storms, calm the seas, or cause earthquakes. Neptune was often depicted as a strong, bearded man, holding a trident, his symbol of power. He was usually shown riding a chariot pulled by hippocamps, mythical seahorses, which reflected his control over the aquatic realm. As the god of the sea, Neptune was not only feared for his ability to cause tempests and shipwrecks, but was also revered as a protector of sailors and fishermen. Offerings were made to him for safe voyages, and his favor was crucial to those whose livelihoods depended on the sea. Despite his mighty status, Neptune's personality was not always predictable. Like the sea, he could be both calm and gentle or violent and tempestuous. This duality of nature symbolized the unpredictable nature of the ocean itself. Neptune's relationships with other gods were complex, and he had several romantic entanglements, most famously with the nymph Amphitrite, who became his queen. Their union produced many children, including Triton, the merman who was often depicted accompanying his father in artistic representations. One of the most famous myths involving Neptune is the story of his rivalry with the goddess Minerva, Athena in Greek mythology, over the patronage of the city of Athens. In this myth, Neptune offered the Athenians a magnificent horse, symbolizing military power, while Minerva presented an olive tree, symbolizing peace and prosperity. The Athenians, favoring the gift of peace, chose Minerva as their protector, and Neptune's wrath was kindled. Despite this, he remained a vital and influential figure throughout Roman religious practices, honored in numerous temples and festivals dedicated to the sea. Neptune's legacy continued well into the Roman Empire, where he was frequently invoked for his power over both the natural world and the lives of those who depended on the sea. His influence stretched beyond myth and legend, shaping the culture of the ancient world, where the sea was both a source of prosperity and peril. Neptune's influence extended well beyond the realm of mythology and religion. He was an essential part of Roman daily life, especially for those whose livelihoods were tied to the sea. Sailors, fishermen, and merchants would often make offerings to Neptune before embarking on long voyages, seeking his protection and favor for a safe journey. Temples dedicated to Neptune were built along the coasts and near rivers, places where people would gather to pray for calm seas or to honor the god after a successful voyage. The most notable temple to Neptune in Rome was situated in the Campus Martius, which underscored his importance in both the everyday lives of Romans and their larger cultural identity. The ancient Romans also celebrated Neptune through various festivals and rituals. One of the most significant was the Neptunalia, held on July 23rd. This festival, which marked the height of summer, was meant to honor Neptune and to ensure that there would be sufficient water for the agricultural season. During this celebration, people would construct temporary shelters made of tree branches and spend time outdoors, symbolizing their connection with the natural world and Neptune's power over water. The festival also involved feasts, sacrifices, and offerings of salt, which was a crucial resource for preserving food and an essential commodity in Roman life. Neptune's role wasn't limited to just the oceans. He was also seen as the god of freshwater bodies, such as rivers, lakes, and springs. The Neptunalia celebration also tied his influence over the fertility of the earth to the life-giving properties of water, as the health of crops and the well-being of livestock were closely linked to the availability of water. In times of drought or when the rivers ran dry,